Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we are taking a deep dive into a really powerful new feature from QuizN, and it's called Class Mode. Seriously, it's designed to completely change how you build and deliver your lessons, bringing everything you need into one smooth, dynamic experience.
Okay, so here's the game plan. We're going to start with the why, why this feature even exists. Then we'll properly introduce class mode. After that, the fun part. We'll actually walk through building a lesson, see how you launch it, and finally explore the entire toolkit you'll have at your fingertips. You know the drill, right? As an educator, you face this all the time. You've got a fantastic video over here, a great interactive board somewhere else, a PDF you need to share, and your quiz tool in another tab. Juggling all that stuff, it can totally break the flow of a lesson, not just for you, but for your students too. So the big question is, how do you pull it all together? Well, that's exactly the problem QuizN wanted to solve. They wanted to go way beyond just those simple one-off interactions. The real goal was to give teachers the power to orchestrate the entire learning experience, to run the whole show from the opening hook to the final quiz, all in one place. And that big idea, that ambition, led them straight to creating Class Mode. And let me tell you, this isn't just another little feature. It's a completely new way to think about how you build and run a lesson. So what is it really? Well, you can think of Class Mode as a framework that lets you stitch together all of QuizN's cool content types. Your quizzes, your collaborative boards, your slides, into one single cohesive lesson. You can arrange them in any order you want to create a complete learning journey from A to Z. The whole idea really boils down to 3 simple steps. First, you design the flow of your lesson. Then, you manage all your content, your videos, your docs, your questions, all in one spot. And finally, you just run the lesson. It's totally seamless and your students never have to open another tab. Okay, theory is great and all, but let's see how this thing actually works. We're going to follow along with an elementary school teacher as they build a lesson on a pretty common topic, regional industries. So our teacher's thinking, okay, first things first, I need a hook. And a video is just perfect for that, right? It's a great way to introduce the topic and show some real-world examples to get the kids curious and thinking right from the get-go. And doing this inside Class Mode, it's so easy. The teacher just adds a video block, pastes in the YouTube link, and boom, the first step of the lesson is locked in. No messing with external sites, no chance of broken links. All right, after sparking that initial curiosity, the teacher wants to get the students involved. The plan is to shift from just passively watching to actively participating, getting them to brainstorm and share their first thoughts with each other. And to do that, the teacher just adds a wall block. This basically creates a digital bulletin board where students can post their ideas, kind of like virtual sticky notes. It keeps the momentum going, and everyone is still in the same lesson. Okay, so now that the students are engaged and thinking, it's time for the core content. The teacher has a PDF with all the key facts and figures about regional industries, and they need to get that info to the students. And here's the crucial part. This PDF is no longer a separate email attachment or a link you have to post somewhere else. The teacher just adds a PDF block, uploads the document right from their computer, and now it's just part of the lesson sequence. So they've watched the video, they've discussed their ideas, and they've read through the core material. What's next? Well, it's time for a quick check for understanding to see if the information is actually sticking. And this is where the quiz in QuizN really gets to shine. The teacher adds a multiple choice question for a quick knowledge check and then follows it up with a short answer question to see if students can recall key terms on their own. Using a mix like this gives a much richer picture of what they actually understand. All right, the lesson is built. All the pieces are in place. So how do you actually run it with your students? And maybe more importantly, how do you see the results? You've got 2 fantastic options here. First is play mode. This is for your live in-class instruction where you, the teacher, control the pace. You move everyone through the activities together. Then there's mission mode, which is totally self-paced. This is perfect for homework or review or for letting students work through the material on their own time. And when the lesson is done, getting the data is super easy. You just pop over to the reports section, and you can see a full breakdown of how every student did. You can even download it all as an Excel file for your gradebook. Simple as that.
So you've seen the workflow for building one lesson, but what else can you do? Let's pop the hood and take a quick look at the entire library of content blocks you can mix and match to build some truly amazing learning experiences.
First up, the quiz blocks. We've seen multiple choice and short answer, but you've also got classic true-false questions. And then there's sequencing, where students have to literally drag and drop items into the right order. Man, that's a great way to test if they really understand a process. Next up are the interactive boards. You can create that wall for brainstorming or generate a word cloud, which is so cool. You can visualize what the whole class is thinking in just seconds. You can also run a quick poll or even build a collaborative timeline together. And finally, you've got the slide blocks. These are your go-to for delivering content directly. You can embed those PDFs for reading, share important images, link out to other websites, or play a video, making sure students have every single resource right where they need it.
So there you have it. The platform gives you all the building blocks you need to create pretty much any kind of lesson you can imagine, from a quick warm-up to a full-blown multi-stage class period. The only question left is, with all these tools at your command, what are you going to build first?